Frugal Force, welcome to another episode of Road Rage. Where's, oh good, it just happened to be a semi-truck just got on my way after cutting me off, so that's good, at least he moved over. Road Rage, for anybody that's new to the channel, because we have a lot of new people here, before I get too far in that though, I want to thank all my current subscribers, my Patreon members. Thank you so much for all the support you've been giving me, and welcome to the new subscribers. I greatly appreciate you as well too. Road Rage is more of just conversational videos where I talk about a topic, sometimes controversial, sometimes not, and I just want to hear your thoughts. It's a nice way to have some nerd out conversations. And I usually do these while on the road or walking, getting my exercise and things of that nature. And it's just more like a bunch of nerds talking. It's like friends sitting around, and I mean that in a nice way. Okay? Speaking about walking and things like that, I use an exercise bike too at home, but it's too noisy to record these videos. But on the bright side, it looks like I'm getting a treadmill because I love taking walks, but it's getting to be where it's going to be too cold to be out there taking walks. So I'm going to be using a treadmill now, I think, on that. So Captain Frugal's got to stay in shape, right? All right. So with that said, and by the way, road rage is because I'm known to be a very calm kind of guy, but on the road is where I struggle with that. Okay, I do think I have a little bit of road rage. And it seems like I swear every vehicle targets me. Just since I've been doing the road rage segments, I've had a mirror fall off, or my passenger side mirror. I've been rear-ended. Windshield is cracked. So there's been a lot of fun stuff. And that's just, not including all the vehicles cut me off and everything else. So it's a bit of a rainy, cold day today, and I'm driving them, and I've been working on my comic book. And by the way, if you want some insider insight into the comic book, the C-list I'm working on, feel free to join the Patreon. Patreon gets exclusive videos for as little as $1 a month, as well as sometimes I do random gift giveaways where I just send out a gift. And I just today or tomorrow, I'm going to be putting out an exclusive Patreon video that talks about the characters' powers in the comic book that I'm producing. So anyway, that's what stemmed this video, because my script writer said, okay, Captain Frugal, you've got a good story arc. We like how you outlined it and everything and what's going to happen now. You've given a lot of information on the characters. But the one thing I didn't give much information on was the character's powers. So I had to, give them that. And that made me start to think. And a great conversational video here is, if you could have any superhero power that you wanted, what would that power be? I mean, we have a day that there's so many powers, it's hard to come up with something creative and new. It really is. And which interesting thing is, in my C-list comic book, you are going to see some new type of powers, at least as far as I know. I haven't seen them before, or interesting takes on previous powers that are a different spin on them. And you'll catch those in the Patreon. So anyway, I was saying, if I could have any power, what would it be? So I'm going through all these powers in my head. They're like unbreakable skin, from Luke Cage. You could be like the Man of Steel and fly, have heat vision, but only one power is what I'm saying, or super cool breath, or be like Iceman, you could freeze things, super strength, the ability to jump, incredible jumps, which I don't know why you do that one if you could fly, maybe the ability to float, mental powers, maybe you could read people's mind, you could become invisible, you could climb walls. I mean, there's just so many superpowers that you could have. And to only choose one, you'd think it'd be reflective of your character, right? So that's the kicker. You could only have one power. And I was thinking about that, and that's just so hard to come up with. And do you want to be cerebral, or maybe you have super agility? It's tough. What are you going to do? And so I was thinking about that. And one of the things I want to think of, what can be the most useful power that you could come up with? And I'm sure you're going to be able to come up with a lot. Oh, crap. The traffic is slowing down a lot. It's a bit of a rainy day, so I'm wondering if, a couple days ago, it rained. I swear people don't know how to drive in the rain. There was 2 wrecks on one road in a patch on my drive within 10 miles, holding up traffic. It's like people just don't know how to drive in the rain. Well, anyway, I digress. There's a superpower, able to drive in the rain. There we go, super driving, right? Maybe the penance stare. There's just so many. So anyway, I was saying, what power in today's realistic world would, you know, be good for me, especially somebody my age and things. I'm probably not going to be running around trying to stop crime and punching people in the face, because I got a family to take care of and things, and that's not maybe the most responsible thing to do. So I think if I was to pick a superpower at this point in life, it would be some kind of mental power. I don't think I'd want to be able to read minds, because I think that would drive a person nuts. It would make you go insane. Though, granted, I see how you could really use it for your own purposeful gains. Excuse me. I think I'd like some kind of power that allows me to have deductive reasoning from the situation, which I think I'm pretty good at already, but where you could just see maybe a bit more like Amadeus Cho, where you could see potential outcomes for each decision. I think something like that would be great, because whatever situation you come in life, you could see all these potential outcomes, and using the math and things like that, come up with the best option and thing to do for your situation. So, for example, you know, you get a paycheck. What's the best thing to do with this paycheck? And all of a sudden you can envision all these different ways that you could utilize it to compound it and have it grow for you, or what would cause problems, or which, if I was going to make, let's say, a donation this month, because I donate every month at least 10% of my income on my paycheck. Not the Patreon money, that goes for the Patreon stuff that you guys, you know, depict it for. But my personal income, I donate. Maybe it'd be like be able to allow me to put my money there to get the most good. Like, okay, if I donated and did this 10% would grow or quadruple within a month to provide even more help, you know, to somebody in need. And then my own paycheck I put in, so that, you know, if I would just be able to calculate these funds are going to be the most effective for the retirement. I know it's just an awesome superpower, right? Really boring, but you know, somebody at my age with a family and kids, I think that would be the best kind of superpower. Now, if I was younger and I was my teens or 20s, it probably would have been for something to be more of a vigilante, to be able to whoop some rear or something on some bad guys, you know, and save the day. And that's partially because of my upbringing too, because I've had some interesting situations. For example, there was a time a guy was in trouble, and it looks like he was going to get a bunch of people that were going to attack him, and so I stood up for him. So it was like me and him against 12 plus people. You know you're going to take some lumps, but it's, you know, what do? You're going to let this guy that did nothing wrong get attacked? No. So, you know, back in that day, it might have been something like invulnerability or super strength, or, you know, keen, super heightened senses to be able to fight more like Daredevil or something. Who knows? But today's day and age, I think it's going to be more cerebral. So my question then ultimately is to you, and I want you to think about that deeply too. You know, not just I mean, it can be tongue-in-cheek if that's your personality, but really think about your personality. You know, is it X-ray vision so you can see all, you know, whomever you wanted in any way you wanted? I hope not. That'd be a little invasive. But hey, if that's what it is, it's what it is. Is it going to be super strength? I mean, and really think, not only what power is it that you would get, how would you capitalize on it, and how would you use that power? I'm really curious to see what you would do. Would you use it for personal gain? Would you use it to help others? Or in my case, both? You know, so what would you do? And do you think, right, not only the power you'd have, but would you be a hero, or would you be a villain? Or would you just be quiet and use it for your own personal gain and not really, you know, go any farther than that? I'm just really curious, what power and what would you do with that power? All right, guys, thanks for taking the time to listen to this video. Please be sure to hit like and subscribe, and definitely please share your thoughts, share those comments. I guess that's also one of the things that helps get the videos recognized and help pump these up, because the Frugal Force, for some reason, you know, has always been a slowly growing channel, but lately it's been picking up the pace a bit. So that's really cool, and I think that's all because of you guys. And I know it is. You guys are spreading the word and things, because I know YouTube doesn't do it. YouTube does not do it for me, and it's because of all you and all your greatness. So thank you, new subscribers. Thank you for the ones that have been sticking with me. Thank you for the ones that have been supporting me on Patreon. Even if you had to leave Patreon because, you know, things happen and you can't afford it always and things like that. For the ones that have given in the past, thank you so much to everybody in that case. I greatly appreciate it. And until next time, keep it frugal.